Last year, a 71-year-old man sat in my office and quietly broke down. In just 18 months, his blood sugar had gone from completely normal to fully diabetic. He wasn't eating cake, he wasn't drinking soda, he was eating the one breakfast he'd been told for years was heart healthy. I've spent over 30 years treating type 2 diabetes, and I'm telling you, the bowl of cereal in your kitchen may be quietly destroying your pancreas. Today I'm going to show you 5 ingredients hiding inside the most popular cereals sold to seniors, ranked from least to most damaging to your blood sugar. These are not the obvious villains. Most of them hide behind technical names the label isn't even required to call sugar. Every study I mention is linked below so you can check me yourself. And before we start, I read every single comment, so tell me down there, what did you eat for breakfast this morning and how old are you? Number 5. Maltodextrin. You've probably never heard the word, but flip over almost any cereal box and you'll find it near the top of the list. It sounds harmless. It is not. A study in the journal Nutrients in 2018 measured its glycemic index between 100 and 10. Plain table sugar score 65. Read that again. This additive spikes your blood sugar faster than eating sugar straight out of the bowl. Here's what that does inside you. Think of your pancreas as a fire department. Every spike is an alarm and it rushes insulin out to put out the fire. With real food, the alarms come slowly. Maltodextrin trips every alarm at once, screaming in under 5 minutes. Do that every morning for years and the firefighters simply burn out. And the cruelest part? Because it's technically a filler and not a sweetener, a box can say 0 added sugar on the front and still list maltodextrin as the second ingredient. Never trust the front of the box. Turn it over. Number 4. High-fructose corn syrup. You've heard the name. What you haven't been told is why it's so much more dangerous than ordinary sugar. A landmark study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2004 followed over 90,000 women for 8 years. The ones consuming high-fructose corn syrup had an 83% higher risk of type 2 diabetes. 83%. That number should stop you cold. Here's the difference. Regular sugar is handled by your whole body. High-fructose corn syrup goes almost straight to your liver. Picture one small factory suddenly forced to process every delivery for the entire city every morning with no breaks. Eventually, it can't keep up, and it starts turning the overflow into fat packed inside the liver itself. That fatty liver is one of the strongest early triggers of insulin resistance after 60. And the cereal industry loves it because it's cheap, and it hides inside a box that calls itself heart healthy. Number 3. Refined wheat starch. And this one is sneaky because it hides even in cereals proudly stamped whole grain. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2010 compared whole grain and refined cereals in adults over 55. The refined group's blood sugars spiked 43% higher just 30 minutes after eating, 43% in bodies whose insulin is already slowing down with age. Picture a suspension bridge with every steel cable cut. It still looks like a bridge. There's just nothing left to hold it up. The bran and germ of real wheat carry fiber and magnesium that slow sugar down. Refining strips all of it away, leaving naked starch that detonates the second it hits your blood. A 30-year-old shrugs that off. After 60, it's a slow, daily assault on a system already running on its reserves. Number 2, a preservative called BHT. You'll find it in tiny letters at the very bottom of the ingredient list, added to keep that box on the shelf for months. What they don't tell you is what those months do to your hormones. A study in Food and Chemical Toxicology in 2015 found that BHT disrupts thyroid hormone signaling at the very levels we actually eat it. And your thyroid quietly controls how sensitive your body is to insulin. Jam that signal, and insulin resistance climbs, slowly, invisibly. Think of your hormones as an orchestra, every instrument timed to the split second. BHT is the stagehand who slips backstage and unplugs one instrument at a time. The music keeps playing. It just drifts further and further out of tune. This is the one I warn every senior patient about because you're not eating a big dose once. You're eating a little every morning for years, and a single blood test will never catch it. Number 1. Advanced glycation end products. And the research here genuinely changed how I practice medicine. Nearly every box cereal is made by forcing grain and sugar through a machine at extreme heat and pressure. That process creates these compounds called AGEs baked right into the food before you ever lift a spoon. A study in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association in 2010 found extruded cereals carry AGE levels rivaling grilled meat. And in diabetes care in 2014, seniors who simply cut their AGEs improved their insulin sensitivity by 35% in just 4 months. 35% with no drug at all. Here's the mechanism, and it's haunting. AGEs are like rust forming inside your body. Picture a clean pipe with water flowing freely. Now coat the inside with years of rust and scale. The flow chokes. AGEs coat the insulin receptors on your cells and clog them shut. Your pancreas may still be making insulin, but the signal can't get through the rust. The fix is simple. Trade the boxed extruded cereal for steel-cut oats or whole grains cooked gently at home. Same breakfast, none of the rust. Now, if you take medication or have a health condition, please talk to your doctor before changing your diet. That matters. But hear the whole picture. Maltodextrin spiking you faster than sugar, corn syrup drowning your liver, refined starch surging through an aging pancreas, BHT quietly detuning your hormones, and AGEs rusting your insulin shut. Every single morning your pancreas has been fighting your breakfast, so tomorrow give it something it can actually win with. If this helped you, subscribe because the next food I'm going to warn you about is probably already sitting in your refrigerator. Thank you for being here.